Welcome back to Cousin John Car Stuff. So, this was kind of unusual some time ago, but a dealer sold me a car without a title. Or I never got a title after many months. And how did it work out? Well, I will say it's a dealer of a make and model which is no longer being manufactured, and we'll leave it at that. But at the time it was being manufactured and found one used. It was a heck of a deal, 52,000 miles, 6 or 7 years old, ran out good, drove good, everything checked out good. So I paid for it, purchased cash from the dealer. Wasn't that much, wasn't a real popular car, but was quite reliable. So the dealer puts the temporary registration on the back where the plate goes. Everything's fine. It had 2 very worn tires, put on 2 new tires, did window tint, and the temporary was a few days from expiring. Went by and questioned, when am I getting the plates? Well, they hadn't come in yet, so they gave me a second temporary. And in Texas, there's a maximum of 2 temporaries that can be issued. So the second temporary, it's just a week out from expiring, and I go by them. Where's the plates? We can only do 2 temporaries. This is the second. And it's been, I think it's at the time 30 calendar days or 30 business days from date of purchase. So we're going on, what now, 2.5 months? 2 months, 2.5. Well, they haven't come in yet. So the dealer slaps a dealer plate on there, a metal dealer plate, and I don't think anything about it. But I have been looking up and looking at the Texas Motor Vehicle Code and all, printed it out and went flipping through the relevant pages and saw dealers shall only affix metal dealer plates to vehicles the dealership owns. Obviously, the dealership doesn't own this car. I own it. I have all the papers showing I've bought it, paid for it, and at least from all outward appearances, I own the car. So I went back and told them, no, who owns the car? You do. Then you can't put this plate on here because it's only if you own the car. So who owns the car? You do. So you have to take the plate off. I'll take it to the house, park it, and bring you the plate back. And so the dealer had my wife with me, and the dealer said, we'll give you a loaner car. Okay, signed the loaner car papers. The next eve, took it to work the next day, looked at the loaner car papers that evening, and it said, without notice, we may demand our car back at any time. Well, that's not working because they could theoretically show up at my place of employment and demand their keys back and take their car back, and I'm stranded. Now, I'd been in contact in person at the local tax office, which is DMV here in Texas, and keeping them up to date with what was going on. And the DMV said they don't give you a title or give you plates within X number of days, which was a short time frame, and they don't take the car back and give you your money back, then let us know. We're very interested to go after them. Went back to the dealer, called the dealer and said, this is what you got. And just slammed down the hammer and said, here's the way it's going to be. And I said, no, I went by. It's been a number of years ago. And I said, so you have to take the car back, plus the 2 tires I put on it, plus the window tint I put on it. And they were, no, you did that. Nobody told you you had to do it, blah, blah. And so I said, fine, I want my purchase price back. I'll be back tomorrow. I want my check. So I went back the next day. My wife was with me so I could get back home. And I'd already found another car that I'd bought. Paid cash, an older car, of course, used. And so, walk in, sit down in the office, and I'm hearing they wouldn't reimburse the window tint. I peeled off the tint, and I'd done it myself. I peeled off the tint, took a couple of paper towels, and just removed a bit of the adhesive, but the heck with them, I'm not removing all of it. Which, if you don't know, leaving the adhesive makes the windows difficult to go up and down, and makes the windows appear to be a mess. That's their problem. Got my full purchase price back, and they had a stack of papers in the desk drawer. In Texas, it's known as unwinding the deal. And the guy has the nerve to say, you've put a lot of miles on this car, we should charge you for that. And I said, oh no. I've been in contact with the DMV, and you're not giving me the money back for the tires, which were unsafe, that had to be put on. You're not giving me the money back for the window tint. So I will pursue other avenues, and I went by. It was a day I had off, and I said, they gave me back my purchase price plus the sales tax, etc. But they didn't do the tires or the window tint. And you said if they don't play nice, to let you know, you'll go after them. And the investigator said, absolutely, we're going after them. Thanks for letting us know. Sorry it didn't work out. Which was okay. The tires were inexpensive, not very well-known brand, didn't cost a whole lot. So that's what happened. If that happens to you, you go to the state, the DMV or whatever, tax office, whatever in your state, you get them involved. Because in Texas, the third time I went in with this issue, they were more than interested. An investigator even came in from the back and wanted all details, which I happily provided. I had a file folder about yay thick with papers and documents. And in Texas, because I looked up the motor vehicle code and what's involved with getting a dealer license, and one or the other states that no dealer shall show, offer, advertise, or sell a motor vehicle for which they do not have title, or good title. Like I say, it's been a number of years, but that's the essence of what it says. So the state was more than eager. The investigator asked, and I said, most certainly, shot off copies of the relevant paperwork. And don't know what happened, never heard back, but I did get my money back. And this is what happened in my experience when I did not get a title to a car that a dealer sold me. So, just wanted to make that an alert, a story that may benefit some of you. If you liked what you saw, I'd definitely appreciate like, share, subscribe, help my channel grow if you would, and I'd be very appreciative. Until next time, thanks for stopping by.